Hey guys, it's Nathan here. Figured I'd talk a little bit about today's trade that I took. We only bagged a 1 or 2. Our stop loss was hideous with this trade. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of because I was, I don't know, it was just such a hideous trade overall. It was out of the ordinary for sure. It's mainly because I missed my entry, which of course it was very undisciplined of me to just jump in, but I missed my entry. But let me go ahead and show you how the trade played off for you kings and beautiful queens. In case you're wondering why my hair is all freaking wet, it is like pouring outside, and I forgot I left my windows down, so I had to run outside and put up my windows. My interior is all like freaking soaked, so that's gonna be fun. But let's go ahead and freaking jump into the freaking video. So, where the charts? All right. So, let's put this. Well, no. You don't want that. Hair's like getting in my eyes. Okay. Hang on. Okay, legends. So, market opened right over here. So off the bat, right, yesterday, we know that all of this whole low right over here, let me tell you how I even got my bias, right, for the day. So market yesterday, when we got freaking stopped out every single time, market yesterday already cleared this, right? This is no longer, important. Like, we're no longer trying to fill this because it's already been filled, as you can see, by this big ass bullish or bearish candle wick. So that was filled, right? But because it's also a wick and it wasn't a closed candle, that means that this imbalance right over here is still valid. So we're still going to go for the upside, right? Because although you may be like, well, it's making, it made a lower low and a higher low and a lower low. But, because it's making a W, as you can see, it's most likely going to go up, right? And tomorrow, since Juneteenth, it's going to be closed, but it's most likely going to go up. And in this case, right, we most likely are going to tap into this little zone right over here. Or that zone right over there. Why? Well, for my little new baby traders, fair value gaps get formed because market, in this case, the buyers were buying aggressively, causing an imbalance right over here. And market will later test it on, especially since we're in the 4-minute. Obviously, if you're in the 1 minute, it's going to test it a lot quicker. But since we're in the 4-minute, it's going to happen, the 4 hour, it's going to happen. It's going to take time before it happens. So, y'all hear that? I told you I wasn't making it up why I'm wet. But we can follow through with the 30-minute as well. And the 30-minute will show the same thing. If you can even see that. It'll show the same thing, right? Market's going down. Boom. All of this has been tested. 30-minute fair value gap right over there tested. And boom. Now we're going to go for those. So I'm going to remove this because it's just too much noise. Too much is going on. Okay. So then we hop into the 5-minute because we kind of learned from yesterday's trade about the importance of, tracking where our market little consolidation area is going to be, right? Our bias, our high time bias is already for the is bullish. So we're already going to go for the upside. So with that being said, that means this little pocket right over here is going to be where market is going to retest before it continues up. As you can see, there's also like a lot of volume right over here. And there's this big chunk of volume right over here, right? Top of that's pre-market session, right? We didn't take this trade at, after 10. Realistically, we did take it before, but we did see a decent juicy entry beforehand. So then we hop into the 1 minute, right? And we wait. So it already marks out, our key level zones for us. So we theoretically want our entry in the zone right over here and stop loss below that right over there. But in this case, like I said, because we missed it, so we missed that first one. And then I think it retests it. Yeah, right there. Or this one. So once it taps in there, I saw it opening this candle. So we actually end up taking like this part. So we enter that late. And realistically, we could have probably done it under below this wick and whatnot, but for the sake of the mental games, we kept it up there. Originally, we were going to go for like a 1 of 3. Or I think we do go for... No, we go for a 1 of 2. Because I remember this being like... Okay, we might have entered super late, but... Because I remember it being like as high as this. All right, we'll just say 1 of 3 for now, right? Because then after this, market just literally chops. But again, why did we enter? Well, we marked out, this right over here. And we could honestly go into deeper discretion in a 30 minutes. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's an SMT. But again, for my little baby day traders, this already got filled. All the orders that were placed down here, all the sell orders were already filled by the, buyers. So the way I like to understand this is that people previously, will say like right over here, people in this zone placed orders, right? Well, market's going to continue going up until the people that placed orders down here, what is going on? Have sold their position from here. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. People place orders here, right? Up until the zone reaches a certain point, right? The retail bankers around this point right over here sell their positions, causing a big market dip. And that's exactly what happened during this, because that's why, like I said, when a lot of buyers, buy during a certain period, it's what causes fair value gaps. And in this case, because I believe this was a Friday, market was closed. Buyers bought aggressively, causing a big imbalance right over here. And those people that placed those orders right there, like right over here, eventually sold their orders, clearing this entire part right over here. So why did that disappear? Okay, weird. So now back to the 1 minutes, now that that's explained. So since we're trading supply and demand, we got to look for little periods of consolidation and the swing low and the swing high of the little trend, or the little trend that occurred during the lower time frame. Since this is like the 1 minute through 5 minute time frame, we're gonna go for the low leg. What is going on? Okay, we're gonna go for the swing low. From the swing low, it's this indicator, in case you guys were wondering. The range value, the fixed range volume profile. So we're gonna mark out from the low to the high, and from there, we're we're gonna mark at this little zone right over here, because theoretically, as you can see, there's like a fat buy, not even candle. There's buy volume right over here. Theoretically, that's where you would want to put your entry, because as you can see down here, this is like where all the other orders are placed, but there's not enough volume. So market's most likely to go over here. That's when you need to place your order and then put that below the block. But because, like I said, we entered this trade late, we took what we could because I saw market tapped into our zone, and then we just wait, right? And like I mentioned previously, pre-market session is always going to go in one direction before it actually matures and goes in the opposite. So markets, just to give you a little drawing, if I can find it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, those are emojis. Nope. Could have sworn it was like, man, I really need to relearn this table. Okay. Oh, not that. So market's gonna go bum and then bum, or bum and then bum. And then sometimes a market will go bum, 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 and then bum, or bum, 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 bum. So direction, consolidation, bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, so on and so forth. So in this case, because market was already previously trending, and because, like I said, we already cleared the previous 4-hour gap, now we need to clear for the upside. Market's most likely going to go into that direction. There wasn't enough volume, you know, for a Friday Eve. There was not enough volume, especially since, like I said, Friday's going to be closed because of Juneteenth. But yeah, but as you can see right over here, market's pushing towards its way up, and this is basically how the trade played off. Just a bunch of waiting and a bunch of waiting until eventually we clear it. And it doesn't clear to like 12, I don't think, because I know it was like going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, that's why. Yeah, either way, we would have cleared it. So yeah, that was a freaking trade. I mean, we only got a 1 and 2, a profit of like 400 something. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty simple. Like I said, strategy, it works. It's just you need to find, you know, decent entry points, decent confirmations, and it's still in the develops. Of course, there could always be certain things that I miss and I could always add, but there's a beautiful saying I had a mentor once tell me, which was more is less and less is more. And often too, you know, typically with trading, you don't want to make it super overcomplicated. You want something that's, you know, repeatable and whatnot. Obviously, there could be certain things that could remove and add, but you know, that just goes as the strategy develops and matures. Other than that, I mean, that's basically today's trade. We bagged like a 1 and 2. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a thumbs up. If you're interested in this type of content, you know, like I said, feel free to leave a thumbs up, because then it, you know, helps me know that this is the type of content you guys like to see. If you guys have any questions about my strategy or have questions about trading in general, feel free to drop it in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, you guys have an amazing rest of your day. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I love you. Y'all have a great day.